Hey YouTube, Sweetknives here. Check it out. We got another really cool knife that I'm about to review. If you're new to the channel, take a few seconds, hit that subscribe button right down there. We got a lot of new content coming out. I'm reviewing flashlights, all kinds of gear, so you don't want to miss it. Oh, by the way, this I've reviewed a bunch of bugouts. This is the 535BK-4 bugout, and I'm going to tell you a little bit of my kind of take on this knife. So this is a look at it right here. One of the nice things about it is a bug out, and you guys are probably all familiar with bug outs. The really cool thing about this knife is it has got upgraded steel, M390, and it's got these aluminum handles. And look at that patterning. I mean, very cool. Very cool patterning. Let me zoom into that. Nice deep carry pocket clip. Backside is perfectly symmetrical. There's a look at the blade. Really nice long blade. The nice thing about these bug outs, I'll tell you the nice things and then I'll tell you things I don't like. The nice things about these bug outs like this is that this one is durable. The regular bug out has that plasticky feel. It feels kind of cheap and it feels like it could break. This one's solid. This is a really solid knife. A very nice knife. If you're looking to carry a lightweight knife that's going to last and hold up really well, this might be one of the best picks of all. You can't go wrong with it. Now, I'll tell you the problem. So the problem with this knife is that it might be the most copied fake knife ever. And so I do have some playlists up here. Check it out for fake knives and what to look for. This happens to be an original one, but the Chinese and other places that do a lot of the counterfeiting are able to make these knives so good that the average person can't tell. So when you go on eBay, you go to these various websites and you see lots of these bug outs for cheap, that is why. It might be the most copied knife ever produced. And they can also make the boxes really good. The one thing they're not very good at yet, and I suspect this will change, they're not very good at making that type of foam. This is the foam that the real legitimate box contains. Now someday they'll be able to duplicate that, but as of right now, that seems to be very difficult. So if you're buying a bug out, make sure it's got the box and make sure the foam looks like that. But my advice to you is don't buy a bug out. And why, you ask? Because it is the most copied knife out there. And the reason you don't want a cheap copy knife that looks the same is because it's not going to hold up very well. The materials suck. You don't want a knife with cheap like tin as a knife. You want it to hold up really well. You don't want shit. So in other words, buy some other knives. Now I'll give you a couple other options that I like that I just happen to have with me. Here's a Bailout. This one is made out of M4. It's not I don't see this one copied too much. Another very comparable knife that's a Benchmade that I just don't see a lot of copies for yet. I suspect this might change in the future too, but as of right now, I don't see many. I don't see many that are, many that are like that. And here's a look at the size. The Bailout's a little bit bigger, and be careful. Don't buy the other versions of the Bailout. I'm talking about this specific one. This has aluminum handles and it's got the M4 blade and it looks just like that. Now, another option for you. You have to go a little bit of old school on me, but bear with me. It's an Osborne design. So this one came out, I want to say 2009 or 2011. I can't quite remember. It's an assisted opening, but it's a little bit heavier duty. It was the first knife that Benchmade ever came out with that had M390. They actually featured it on their catalog, the top of their catalog for the year. I love this knife. It's a lot heavier than the bug out. I'm not going to lie. It's a lot heavier. It's a bigger knife in a lot of ways, a thicker blade. I'll show you the thickness. You can see it's a lot thicker blade. But here's the reason why you ought to search up this one. You'll have to get it on the forums or on eBay or somewhere, but it's the model 581. The reason you want to get this one is it's not copied. They don't make a lot of fakes of this one yet, for whatever reason, and I think it looks really nice. So if you're in the market, pick up a Benchmade 581. I suspect in time these will be hard to find because I'm making this video and I'm showing you some other options. So that's a good one. That's just my two cents on it. Don't buy the bugouts unless you're buying from a super respected dealer that you know. Then you can, but otherwise you're probably going to get a fake knife. And I don't want people to be thinking I don't want people to be spending $200-300 on a knife and then they're winding up with something less than $5. So do yourself a favor, get some unique ones. Here's just two options. I'm going to be making a whole bunch of videos in the future talking about this exact subject, but these are two right off the bat you can find, and you can guarantee they're not going to be fake. So that's all I got today, guys. Thanks for checking it out. As always, I appreciate it if you can hit that like button. It helps so much. The algorithms take that and run with it. So please hit the like button. That'll help me a lot. Guys, thanks so much. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.